Hey, shalom, shalom. Before we get started, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostle elders at Great Millstone who rule well. I also want to say peace, safety, and much love to the elect pushing out the word throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, shalom. Okay, there's a brother here from GMS Atlanta Camp. And basically this lesson is going to be entitled Faith Has More Value Than Money. And the reason why I wanted to go into this is because during the time of Jacob's tribulation or Jacob's trouble, money is not going to be looked at as a method of saving you, man. Okay, like in that day, man, money is not going to matter. They're going to crash the dollar.
That's right.
Okay, so what's going to get you through those times is really going to be faith. Okay, faith is what's going to guide you throughout Babylon, man. You're not going to be able to pay your way out of a missile, okay? Or you're not going to be able to pay your way out of a chemical attack.
That's right.
Or you're not going to be able to pay your way out of a famine.
That's right.
All right. When the Most High bring these plagues on the earth, the only thing that's going to get you through is having faith. And by having faith, the Most High will have grace upon you. Okay, that's why we say through. As a matter of fact, go to the scripture.
Okay. This is Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. And it says, "For by grace are ye saved through faith."
See, by grace are ye saved, but it's through faith. Okay. Now from there, go to Hebrews 11:6. Baba Kashab.
It's Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him.
That's right. See, without faith, it is impossible to please Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah. So as we go throughout these obstacles in Jacob's trouble, when Esau tries to come persecute us, lay his hands on us and lock us up, okay? Or whether, we are in a concentration camp or whether we out in the field, okay? The faith, by having faith that the Most High is going to provide you with food, or the Most High is going to protect you in this situation, that's how you're going to please him, and he's going to protect you.
That's right.
So that's really how you're saved.
That's right.
Through the Most High's mercy. Okay, and if I could, I'm gonna go back to Ephesians 2:8, and I'm gonna bring out that word grace.
Okay,
just to show you.
Ephesians 2:8. It says, "For by grace are ye saved through faith."
Right. Okay. So the word grace in the blue letter is the Greek, goes back to the Greek word
Strong's G 5485. Charis.
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 Charis. Okay. Charis. Okay. And it says grace, and then it said that which affords joy, pleasure. So the word grace is what? Pleasure, or to be pleased. Now read Hebrews 11:6 again. To be pleased. Go ahead.
Hebrews 11:6, it says, "But without faith, it is impossible to please him."
That's right. Or if you want to replace the word, without grace, Salakia, without faith, it is impossible for the Most High to have grace on you. Okay? And that's why, we wanted to go into this lesson and show you that Jake is all out here, man. They all into money, man. Okay? That talisman, okay? Which that dollar bill, man, is a symbol of witchcraft. That's why Jake put all of they chase it, man. They desire it. They dream about it, man.
Yep.
Okay? Because it's actually a spell that the sick, sadistic devil has put on 2/3.
That's right.
Okay? So Jake is chasing that dollar, not considering that Esau is going to collapse that dollar, and the only thing that's going to save you in that day is your faith.
That's right.
Because
it's going to be done away with. Jake out here, like you say, they do whatever for that Federal Reserve note. They kill Jake killed himself for it.
Yep. Go to 2 Timothy chapter I think it's chapter 10. 2 Timothy chapter 10. Let's see.
This is 2 Timothy
chapter 6, verse 10.
This is 2 Timothy chapter
First Timothy.
First Timothy.
First Timothy 6 and 10.
6 and 10. First Timothy chapter 6 and verse 10. It says, for the love of money is the root of all evil.
See that? The love of money is the root of all evil. And Jake is out here, man, is going crazy over this dollar, man. Trying to be somebody. Okay? And I even seen guys that came in within our particular camp, and they come in and you see them missing camps, talking about work. You know, they wasn't, being, on fire for this truth, but they was always, work. You know, and you gotta remember, man, that man, Yahweh Shema was shot. Okay, and that day he's gonna be pleased by your works in the spirit.
That's right.
Not your physical works. You know, he gonna look at your spiritual portfolio and see what kind of works you've been doing in the spirit. And Jake, as Jake's out here, man, and they get lost in the sauce. You know, they get lost in the sauce, man, and they start, going after that dollar, because that dollar is a spell. That's why it has all kind of witchcraft symbols all throughout the dollar. It puts a type of way of thinking in a man's mind. That's why when that chip come, that chip is gonna bug a lot of people out, man.
It is. Oh, Jake get lost in the sauce. They become a part of Esau's system. They get lost in that system. So guess what? They willing to do whatever it takes, to become ahead in Esau's system.
That's right.
And which is going on from the Lord,
That's right. Hey, man, in this thing, man, though you can't let your work get in the way of this truth, man. You gotta prioritize, man. This is the number one, because you got men out here that work jobs that require a lot of time. But you will never know, because they spirit is in the truth. They on fire for the truth.
That's right.
So you can't let because in that day, man, all this working that you're doing here in Babylon, man, it ain't gonna amount to nothing in that day. Nope. What's really gonna amount, or what's gonna be of value in that day, is faith.
That's right.
Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna see that you have faith in him. That you believe in him, and he's going to deliver you, man.
That's right.
Now from there, go to 2 Corinthians 5 and 7. Okay?
This is 2 Corinthians 5 and 7. It says, 2 Corinthians
5 and 7. That's First Corinthians.
All right, it's 2 Corinthians 5 and 7. It says, for we walk by faith, but not by sight.
That's right. See, the scriptures say what? We walk by faith and not by sight. Meaning what? That we're going to build up in the faith, and Yahweh Shema Shai will basically grade us in the spirit. Okay? But through our faith.
That's right.
But see, what is Jake doing on the other side? They seeing that you can get a nice house and a nice car. Okay, you can get, you can eat this type of food, and you can have this type of life by getting this money. But that's all carnality. That's all through the flesh.
Right.
You know what I mean? But in the spirit, man, if you build it in the spirit, you can see, man, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's building me up. Okay, he's building my faith. I have more faith in him, man. My faith has increased.
That's right.
That's right. And that's you being strengthened in the spirit instead of being strengthened in the carnal. Because the Most High can give you, if you want you to have, let's say, a 2017 car, right? Now, you ain't gonna put your all into trying to get this particular car, man. You're gonna work out, you're gonna work in the spirit, and if you really do want that car, like, well, if the Most High want me to have it, he'll give it to me.
It's his will.
If it's his will, that's faith.
That's right.
He's pleased by that, and by him doing that, he might will give you that.
That's right. Okay,
and that's how us brothers that's in the fight should walk and pray and ask Yahweh Shema Shai to have mercy on us and give us the spirit of endurance. Okay, that we can continue to fight this fight of faith.
And by us going out on the highways and byways, you know, we have faith in the Lord, you know, that we're gonna be delivered up out of here. And that's why we continue to do that. You know, we fight every day.
That's right.
You know, not just on Saturday, every day of the week. You know, the having faith in the Lord that we're gonna make it into the kingdom. You know, fight for the whole nation.
That's right.
You know, having faith.
Yeah, you gotta have faith, man, that you know whatever obstacle you face with or whatever quagmire you in, okay, you believe that Yahweh Shema Shai is going to get you out of it by believing on him and calling on his name. That's why he's unlocked that treasure to us as well, having a name. That's why we're so adamant about pushing that name.
That's right.
Okay? Because that right there is another part of our salvation, knowing that name. Because as you read in the records and in the history, whenever Israel will call upon that name, the Most High will raise up a deliverer.
Yeah.
Now, if you fast forward into modern day times, what deliverer is prophesied to be raised? Yahweh Shai. Okay? Yahweh Shai is going to be called, and that's where the power of Yahweh Shema Shai is going to be shown.
That's right.
Okay? So that's why we got to continue to grow. From there, you can get Proverbs 11 if you want to say something. You got it.
All right, come. So Proverbs 11
and 4.
Proverbs 11 and 4, you know, because I was gonna say, you know, man, faith will bring you up out of any situation that the most High is in control of everything, right? So whatever he put you in, that's a test. It could be a test that you're gonna have faith in him.
That's right.
And if you have faith, then you're gonna have the victory on the other side. So you could, if you really be in the spirit, you could see the outcome of it before you even be put in this situation. You know, that's why older brothers tell the younger brothers, you know, it's gonna come a point in time when the Lord gonna test you. You know, so basically trying to build you up for that moment. You know, so if you have faith in the Lord, guess what? You're gonna know that you'll overcome that situation. But you gotta have faith.
You gotta have faith. You can't be in there and be a little bitch.
That's right.
Okay? That's right. In that time, man, you cannot crack. You know, you cannot fold under pressure. You know how when it get down to you know, the last couple of seconds on the shot clock and you get a free and you have to shoot free throws. All right. Now the crowd is going, you know, the crowd around you is going crazy, all kind of distractions. People are going crazy. Why? Because they don't want you to capitalize on these shots.
That's right.
Okay? So in return, what do you have to do? You got to focus.
That's right.
You got to have faith that you're going to make that shot.
That's right.
Okay? Not when you get in there, you get on the free throw line and you down just fold under pressure, start sweating bullets and worried about what they're doing in the crowd. Okay? You can't think like that, man. You got to do when that. You cannot fold under pressure. Don't let your works go in vain.
That's right.
Okay.
This is Proverbs
11 and 4.
Proverbs 11 and 4. It says, "Riches profited not in the day of the wrath."
That's right. Read it again.
Riches profit not in the day of the wrath.
That's right. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, man. Okay. Meaning all you guys is investing all your time and energy into money and chasing a dollar bill, it's not going to amount to anything, man. It's not going to profit you in that day. Keep going.
It says, so like I'm start over again.
All right.
Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death.
That's right. But righteousness delivered from death. That's why within this grace period that we in now, we should be striving for perfection. All right, striving for perfection. Salakia. Okay, so that our righteousness will overshadow our wickedness, man, that we've done. That's why we have to labor. We have to basically make up lost time, man. Okay, so that's why the scriptures say in Hebrews chapter 4. Matter of fact, go to Hebrews chapter 4, verse 11.
Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 11. It says, "Let us labor therefore to enter into the rest."
That's right. The scriptures say, "Let us labor therefore to enter into the rest." Okay, so we have to put in work. We have to outwork. Okay, the wickedness that we've accumulated in this flesh.
God.
Okay, we have to wash all of that shit off
God, that's
through the Spirit. That's why the scriptures speak about what? The washing of the word. Okay, and the scriptures is known as what? The living waters. And through waters, you're what? You're purified. You're made clean through waters. That's why you have to dive in it. You have to dive into the scriptures.
That's right.
You have to dive into the water.
That's right.
You know, and as you dive in the water, you become clean.
That's right.
So you're right. Go back. Okay, so like go ahead.
I was gonna say it. You diving in getting clean. Guess what? That's clean and it's righteousness, right? And it said by righteousness you'll be saved from death.
That's right.
You know,
By
so
your righteousness, man.
why wouldn't you want righteous or strive for righteousness?
Because that's the only thing that's gonna save you.
God.
That's the only thing that's gonna get you out of here, man. Is your righteousness, man.
God.
Okay. That's why you have to, you know, understand what comes with this truth.
That's right.
And what outlines this particular territory, man. What comes with it. You know, it ain't just, you know, a college course at you know, at Georgia Tech. You know what I mean? The Hebrew Israelite course where you can come in and play around and then, you know, whatever you gone. No, man, this truth is serious. Okay? You play with this truth like you play with a college class, and that's gonna be your ass, man.
That's it.
Okay?
Done.
Now from there, Salakia, I think it was Ecclesiastes. Let's see if I can find it. Ecclesiastes 36. Bear with me 1 second, Akim Salakia. Ecclesiastes 36. And 16. Ecclesiastes 36 and 16.
Ecclesiastes 36 and 16. It says, reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful.
Right. Like the scriptures say, in your patience, possess your souls. Okay. So through the patience, all right, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait on Yahweh Shema Shah through having patience. Because patience work experience.
That's right.
All right. And that's what's gonna build our faith, being patient, not thinking that the Most High is gonna automatically work in 1 minute.
That's right.
Or 10 minutes.
That's right.
You gotta be patient and endure and watch him work, man. You gotta let him show the miracle.
That's how you know who's that's how the Lord know. Well, he already know, but that's how you know that if a man is for real about it, if he's really into it, if it's for him.
That's right.
Patience you got to let him give an example of him using his faith. You got to be tried, taken through. Like I said, the Lord ain't gonna come back when you want him to come back, you know. But you got to do what? Push until that time comes.
You gotta push.
You gotta keep pushing.
Yeah, you can't be no weak ass nigga.
That's right.
Okay, you know, you can't be a weak nigga, man. That's a thing of the past, man. You gotta come in this thing as a child and grow properly as a spiritual man. Okay, and understand what this thing is about. Put off the weak nature. That's right. Pursuing the second Ezra 14. Put off that weak nature, man. Stop. You know, don't worry about money. Okay, if you can't have enough faith that Yahweh Shema Shah pay a bill for you, how you think he's gonna get you out of some of the tougher conditions that he's gonna put you in? Okay, you gotta have faith, man. If you don't got the money for a bill and you facing certain consequences from Esau, send a prayer up and have faith and watch the Most High work.
That's right.
You know,
because you can't think that you're gonna have that amount of faith that for the Lord to deliver you from death. You know, all of a sudden you got to build it up. Like I said, start small.
That's
right.
right.
Faith that He's gonna pay a bill for you. That's real small.
You
know, to get to that point to where it's gonna be life or death, you gotta have faith in the Lord.
That's right. Now read that again. We're gonna go ahead and close it out.
All right, Con. This is Ecclesiastes 36 and 16. It says, "Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful."
That's right. Let thy prophets be found faithful. So by us waiting on Yahweh Shema Shah, we're gonna be found faithful. Right. And don't think, man, the Most High is just gonna forsake you in that day. Okay, he's gonna put you in situations, but he's gonna protect you in those situations.
That's right.
Okay? Some brothers may have to drink of the cup of being put to death, but their spirit is going to be raised right back up. Okay? The Most High ain't going to allow you to, suffer, man.
That's right.
Okay? He's going to protect you. Okay? You just got to have faith.
That's right. And don't never think that, you'll have faith this time and then, it's going to just automatically increase. No, man, you got to fight. In a fight, guess what? You're going to have some low moments, some high moments, level out moments, and then you overcome, It ain't going to just be high at the top. No, man. So you got to continue to fight when you low, fight when everything all good, so that you can be able to eventually have enough faith to make it into to endure to make it into the kingdom,
Yeah. So, and you just got to hold on, so hopefully, with that, brothers were edified, man, with that lesson and just fight the fight of faith, endure to the end through the spirit and shalom.
Shalom.